Okay, tingnan natin ngayon, no? Tingnan natin yung difference between a spectral response and a pseudo-spectral response. So, we only have two pseudo-spectral, that is acceleration and velocity, pero meron tayong tatlong spectral, no? Tingnan natin yung pinagkabeto ng pseudo at spectral. So, if you can, if you know that the meaning of pseudo, this one means not genuine or not really the actual or true. So, we can say here, no, tingnan natin kung ano yung pinagkaiba nilang dalawa, particularly the pseudo-spectral acceleration and the spectral acceleration. So, first, let's talk about the spectral responses. So, if you can see here, we have three spectral responses, that is spectral acceleration, spectral displacement, and the spectral velocity. As you can see here, sorry. Okay, sorry here. No, ang spectral displacement is U. Okay. Okay, as you can see here, the spectral acceleration, this is the acceleration, no? This is the spectral acceleration. Given the given the period and the damping ratio, no? It is equals to the maximum acceleration in the time history acceleration, or the time history acceleration time history. And spectral displacement is the maximum, no? Maximum displacement, no, time history displacement. So ganun rin ang sa response velocity history or response velocity time history, no. So para mas makita natin tong dalawa, let's see here, no. As you can see, there is no other way, no, to compute to solve this equation, no. This is what we call the equation of motion ng earthquake, under earthquake. And there is no way to solve this analytically, and that's why meron tayong tinatawag na numerical methods. One of the numerical methods is what we call the modified Newmark. We have the Duhamel's integral, the central difference method, and the modified Newmark beta. So as you can see here, the problem with this is a damping, no? A damp force vibration, and the force here is the acceleration of the ground motion, this one. Multiplied by the mass of the system, we get the force here. So as you can see here, our input here is the graph of the, what we call this, the L centro, no? Sa L centro time history. So as you can see here, makukuha natin ito siya sa PVOX or the NGA West, no, or etc. kahit saan natin ito makuha, no. This is from the seismologist, no. This is our input, and our goal here is to find the response, no. The response of the structure given its what we call this, the period or its frequency. Now as you can see here, ito yung result natin, no, ng modified Newmark na numerical solution. And this is what we call the this is what we call the time history, no. This is the displacement time history, this is the velocity response history, and this is the acceleration response history. Ito sila, may mga ano to sila, no. Let's try to insert here para mas maintindihan nyo yung equation, no. Mag-start tayo ng equation here, no. So this is what we call the UT. Okay. 30. So 50. So 100. So sorry, it's not UY. This is the UT, or this is what we call the displacement response history, or displacement time history, and this is what we call the velocity. So pagkuha nito is that ganyan lang siya, no, and this one. So in order to get the maximum, no, in order to get the maximum, you just pick the maximum, no, yung pinakamataas. Oh, sorry. You did that. Okay. Ito sila, saan natin ito makuha, no? Makuha natin ito sila, and the result is this one, this graph na ito. Ito yung mga response nila. So magkaiba yung ground motion sa response, no? This is the ground motion, this is the U double dot G, no? This is the U double dot G. Sige, lagay natin dito para mas nyo, maintindihan nyo. Underscore G. Okay. This is it, no? So para makuha natin to sila, kailangan natin siya in numerical analysis or numerical solution. Now, ang numerical solution natin is this one. So, ginawa ko na to, no? You can watch my video about my explanation here. So, as you can see, this is, no, ginagraph natin ito. Ang graph nito siya is this one. And yung graph nito is this one sa velocity. And finally, yung graph natin sa acceleration is ito. Now, para makuha natin yung spectral displacement, sinatawag SD, SA, at saka SV, kailangan lang natin hanapin yung kanilang responses or maximum, no? That is the maximum absolute response. As you can see here, yan. So, you can see here, so sa spectral acceleration, it is the absolute maximum acceleration from the response acceleration, yun, no? Maximum absolute, no? Or absolute maximum. So, para yan siya sa ano. So, paano natin kunin yan? So, ang gawin lang natin doon is that, kukunin lang natin itong maximum niya is equals to absolute maximum. No? Bakit natin kailangan lagyan absolute? Because meron tayong negative na displacement. Meaning ng negative, hindi naman siya ibig sabihin pabalik, no? Ano lang siya, doon siya sa baba. So, as you can see, nag-vibrate kasi ang ni structure, no? Kung ito yung structure natin, yan yung single degree of freedom. By the way, this is a single degree of freedom lang, no? So, nag-vibrate yan siya back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, if this is the negative and this is the positive, then negative ito na point. So, kukunin lang natin yung maximum, then i-click natin ito siya, tapos yan. So, okay. So, nakuha natin yung maximum. That is the maximum displacement. Tama ba? Okay. Saan ba ito? Okay, yun na. 158. Okay. So, ang maximum displacement natin is almost 0.1 mm, no? Yan lang yung lumabas. Then, sa maximum acceleration, same. Ito yung sa maximum acceleration and this is the same, ano. So, ito mga maximum, absolute maximum na to. That is the spectral response. This is the spectral displacement, this is the spectral acceleration, and this is the spectral velocity. Now, what is the pseudo-spectral? As you can see here, wala tayong pseudo-spectral displacement. Why? Because there is no such thing as pseudo-spectral displacement. Later, makikita natin na itong pseudo-spectral na ito at saka pseudo-spectral acceleration, saka pseudo-spectral velocity, giderive lang pala sa max displacement. Tingnan natin dito, no? So, balik tayo dito, no? So, ito na yun. I hope you understand what is spectral acceleration, spectral displacement, and spectral velocity. Madali lang yan sila. They are the maximum or the absolute maximum value in a response time history. No? Kung acceleration siya, acceleration response history, displacement siya, acceleration response history. So, if meron tayong shake table test, yung ginawa natin, actually, ang nakuha na natin doon is the response hindi pa siya naging spectral, no? Response acceleration history. Later, ipapakita ko sa inyo later paano siya i-convert sa kanilang tinatawag na response spectrum, no? Yung ground motion later i-convert natin sa response spectrum. Okay. Now, saan naman itong pseudo-spectral acceleration? As you can see here, ang pseudo-spectral acceleration, it is a derived acceleration. Since na derived acceleration siya, nilagyan natin siya ng term na pseudo. Meaning, hindi siya genuine or the true spectral acceleration. Pseudo siya ba? Pseudo. No? Like, if you can remember, the pseudonym, it's not your really real name, no? But it is your, si Mark Twain, yung name ni Mark Twain is a pseudonym, no? So, as you can see here, para makuha natin yung PSA, yung tinatawag na pseudo-spectral, sorry, hindi ko napalitan ito. Then ito, hindi ko rin napalitan. Okay. So, para makuha natin itong pseudo-spectral acceleration sa pseudo-spectral velocity, no? Yung sa pseudo-spectral acceleration, we just multiply it by the square of the modal natural frequency. Sinabi kong modal kasi if marami tayong modes, no, yung kanyang modal natural frequency ang mo. Then, i-combine na lang natin ng SRSS or CQC. By the way, hindi naman natin yung topic dito, no. The fundamental natural frequency naman, yung fundamental, that is the mode 1 or the first mode. So, anyway, itatimes siya lang sa single degrees of freedom. Naturally, isa lang siya na single degree. automatic kung ano yung kanyang natural frequency, yun na, i-times mo lang siya doon sa SD mo. O, yung tinatawag na kung ano yung SD mo, maximum rin yan siya, yun rin yung dito. O, siyempre. Then, the pseudospectral velocity, times mo lang sa omega n. Wag mo na square. Ito siya, i-square mo. Ito siya, hindi square. So, makita mo ang unit dito is centimeter per second squared. Ito naman, centimeter per second. That is velocity. So, in terms naman ng period, alam naman natin na ito siya, no? Alam naman na ito siya at saka ito siya is magkaparehas, no? Omega n is equals to 2 pi over 2n, no? If you can remember. So, finally, tapusin natin to, no? What is spectral acceleration? That is the spectral acceleration is the maximum, no? The absolute maximum value in a response time history. Ano nga ulit itsura ng response time history? Ang itsura ng response time history is this one. This is the acceleration response history. So, yung sa shake table natin, meron tayong acceleration response history doon. Ito siya, ang pagkuha natin ito na acceleration response history is through the tinatawag natin yan numerical solution. Yan yun, no? Mahaba yan. Hindi ko na-explain paano yung nakuha. Basta meron akong isang video yan, no? So, ano nyo doon, no? Then, the pseudo. Bakit sa tinawag pseudo? Kasi hindi siya yung totoong, hindi man siya totoo. Ano siya? Something na, hindi siya yung totoong spectral acceleration. Why? Because it is a derived, no? Gi-derive siya sa spectral displacement, gi-times mo lang siya ng omega n squared. So, tingnan natin, no, kung ano yung, ano yung pinagkaiba ng value nila, no? So, can see here, nakasulat dito, pseudo means not genuine, no? They are not genuine spectral responses because it is derived from spectral displacement. There is no pseudo spectral displacement. Okay, similarly with velocity, yan. So, finally, para matapos na natin ito, balik tayo dito. Paano natin to kunin itong dalawa? So, ito siya, ang gagawin lang natin dito, is equals to max acceleration, max displacement times the natural frequency. Kita nyo? Ito yung natural frequency natin. Is squared. So, as you can see here, meron silang pagkaiba. Dito, 0.65 ang maximum given itong 0.87 seconds. Tapos, ito naman is 0.58. So, anyway, hindi masyado malayo. 0.65, 0.58. Pero ito siya, sabihin natin itong pseudo. No? Because, bakit natin minsan kailangan ng pseudo? Maybe because max displacement lang nakuha natin. Gagamitan natin, no? Hindi naman masyado malayo, no? Okay. So, para naman dito sa max velocity, max displacement, no? Spectral max displacement of the absolute maximum ng spectral displacement times, paano yan? Natural frequency lang. Which is, enter ko. So, dito, 0.08. Dito naman, 0.081. Which is, hindi naman masyado malayo. So, I hope na naintindihan nyo ito, no? Kita natin kung anong equation ito, no? Ito siya, ita-times lang natin ng natural frequency. Ito siya, nata-times lang natin yung displacement ng natural frequency squared, and the spectral displacement, spectral acceleration, and the spectral velocity are what we call the absolute maximum value. Ito yung graph nila, no? Piliin mo lang dito. For example, dito sa acceleration ito, kita natin na parang ito ang maximum. Yan, itong point na ito. Same with this one. Makita natin ito ang maximum siguro. Hindi ko alam, basta meron na doon, no? Anyway, I hope you learned here, no, kung ano pinagkaiba ng spectral acceleration at saka pseudo spectral acceleration. Okay, so I'll end this video. Thank you.